Wherever you are, wherever you go, GCR, bringing light out of the darkness, GCR.
Well, hi, it's George here with you once again from GCR, Genesis Christian Radio and TV. And I have a guest here with me today who is, I believe, a singer, songwriter, author, worship leader, radio presenter, and I believe also an ex person from Top of the Pops. And her name is Sue Rinaldi. And I've worked with Sue in the past, so I'm going to introduce you now to Sue. How you doing, Sue?
Yeah, it sounds like you were reading out somebody else's bio then, and then I thought, oh yeah. All these decades I've been on planet Earth, I've stacked up a few things. I'm doing good. I think, like many others, it's been the early January cold and flu, so I'm just coming out of that.
Yeah.
I think people have called it the boomerang cold because you think you've got rid of it and then wham, it comes back again. So, I used to think that I was a sort of a superhero, superwoman, but actually now I know that germs can stop me and they should stop me. But I'm doing okay today. It's all right.
But they're not stopping you, Sue. They're only slowing you down slightly.
Very pause. Yeah.
That's it. Sue, I'm going to take you back, I don't know how many years now, to when you were the singer with Heartbeat.
Yes.
I'm taking you back to Motherwell, King's Church in Motherwell. I don't know whether you can remember that.
Yeah, we did a lot of work in Scotland, so
Yeah. I remember actually my wife and I had a youth fellowship at the time, and we took everybody down to King's to see this band, and it was Heartbeat. And there you were at the front there. I'll never forget. I'm sure it was in the 80s. Would it be the 80s?
Yes, it would have been. I joined Heartbeat in 1986. So I was there from 1986 to 1991. So it would have been then.
Yep. So that was all going on. And then I was thinking back as well, and I thought, I'm sure I turned on my TV to watch Top of the Pops, and there was Heartbeat. Yeah.
So it's really funny because the video of me on Top of the Pops, it follows me. So I would say not 3 or 4 months go by until someone says, I saw you on Top, I got the video on YouTube, and they have pleasure in showing it to me again as if I wasn't there. But yeah, so as a team ministry, we did a lot of schools work, Heartbeat. We just went relentlessly into schools up and down the country, some in Europe, just doing lunchtime concerts, morning assemblies, lessons. I know things have changed now, but we used to go in and do that. And then part of what we loved was to actually have an understanding of what it means to follow Christ, but in language that people understood. Yeah. So we thought, actually, why don't we start writing songs or carry on writing songs and recording songs that can actually get out there in the public domain? And so that's what we did. So Tears from Heaven was very much a song that we wrote. It had obviously a real message, but it was cloaked in language that wouldn't turn people off immediately. And then we got it in the Stock Aitken Waterman kind of realm. And the song afterwards, the winner, was actually mixed, I think, in their studio. So we kind of thought it needs to be, pretty cred. It needs to have good musicians. We're all on a learning curve. Then, as everybody does, you get pluggers to go on radio tours, you do the TV shows. And then we did loads of touring to say, which everybody says, we've got a single out, it's dropping here, be great if you could buy it. And people did. And then we got on Top of the Pops. And it was like, when I was 8, I remember I just wanted to be a singer-songwriter. I wanted a guitar. I remember watching Top of the Pops. I think it was black and white in those days. And I remember seeing Joan Armour Trading, and I thought, that's what I want to do. So from an 8-year-old girl, the motives changed. But from 8-year-old girl to then being on Top of the Pops in 1987, it was like, it was just such a dream. I'd changed. The motive of why I wanted to be on there had changed. But it was like, suddenly and it was amazing. But the incredible thing was over 8 million people heard about a message of love, And it wasn't just what was heard, it was all the backstage stuff. You know, you meet with crew, you meet with other musicians, you meet with other artists. And so a lot of the TV work we did, the important stuff was often behind the scenes, because people couldn't quite understand that we were Christians, that we could actually play live, and that we didn't look weird. Well, you know, that's all subjective, isn't it?
Well, it was the 80s. I mean, we all thought.
When I look at what I wore, like I had a little skirt on, I had a beret on, you see.
That's right.
Okay, I'm going to get this story out of the way. The funny thing was, hats have never suited me. As soon as I put a hat on, it just does not suit me. So what do I do in front of 8 million people? I wear a hat.
As you do.
Anyway,
but coming from Top of the Pops, and I'm going to bring you back to Scotland again, to a place called Hiberbuckeny in Dumfries in Galloway.
Dumfries. Do
you remember that vaguely?
I remember. I don't remember that. I remember loads of places in Scotland.
Maybe if I say this name, Willie McGrath.
Oh yes.
I don't have me to.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
That be yourself there, Sue Arkin.
Yeah, he was the big tour operator that used to do all our touring in Scotland. Yeah, got it now.
Absolutely. I haven't heard from Willie for a long time. I don't know whether he's actually still alive. I really don't know.
Yeah.
Am I right, though, in saying, Sue, that Heartbeat was the first Christian band that appeared on Top of the Pops?
I think it was, apart from, I think Parchment might have been beforehand. You know, they did Light Up the Fire.
Oh,
but I don't know if they got on Top of the Pops. So let's say no, right? Let's say they didn't. Okay, sorry, everyone. Yeah, we were the first band, yeah.
Yeah, good.
I'll just say yes.
Good. Now, again, I'm going to ask you, how many CDs have you released? Or records even? I know I've got one of your LPs, I'm sure. But I'm sure there'll be Spotify and everything as well now.
Yeah, I mean, with Heartbeat, it was probably 6 or 7. I mean, because then, I mean, in many respects, we were like in the 80s, for example, we were the pioneers of contemporary worship, certainly in the UK, because we started to really write songs and produce songs that were of the music age. You know, they didn't sound too old. They were like good production, hopefully good lyrics. So that was quite a journey for us. So we did quite a lot of albums there. But then I went solo in 91 and I did Love Eternal. And then I think it was Promised Land. Then I think it was an acoustic one. Then we did a compilation, because everybody does compilations.
Of course.
And then I did one by myself called Ethos, which I think the last few will all be on Spotify.
Yeah, good.
So quite a few.
Yeah, yes, one or two. Can I say that on the lead up to Christmas, both on the radio, GCL itself, and in my own programme, we went through a whole load of Christmas songs. Now, I'm going to say something. It's not because I'm speaking to you today, but The Promise. Oh, wow. That really stuck with me. And I thought, I played that as much as I could on my programme on the way up. Because, it just seemed to hit all the good spots. Yeah. Well done.
Thank you. And interesting, that started because the church I'm part of now, we wanted to do like a Christmas during lockdown. We wanted to do like a video instead of obviously meetings. So I was almost commissioned to write a song for that. And that's what came out. Wow. And it was looking at the story from obviously Mary's perspective, you know, the amazing surprise of what was going to happen and just the beauty of it. So, and then obviously the Christmas bells, and my good old producer, friend Caroline Bonnet, she really helped as well. She's great at music. So, thank you.
No, it's good. I know that Amos managed to put a little montage of music, and it finishes with The Promise as well.
Oh. beautiful. Orange jacket. Beautiful. Here come the dancers. Now that is a memory.
Wow.
That is a memory. Putting on the guitar, off I go. My weapon is a melody.
Yeah.
Sacred, holy, pure.
Wow.
Lord of space and time, dwells in perfect light, radiant sublime. Sacred, holy songs rise on wings of praise. All creation rings with echoes of your grace. I'm yours, and I'm willing to
I've still got that orange jacket. Seriously, I'm never going to throw that away.
I want you to know I will do anything for you. I'm yours. I'm a soldier for you. I'm yours. Show me what I can do. I'm yours. I want you to know that I will do anything
That is-
for you.
Oh, look at this.
What a wonderful night.
From Wembley to Christmas.
Filled with love, oh so bright. When the promise of a baby was told to me, I remember all the words the angel said to me. Words of promise that a baby would be born to me. And this baby in my arms is the one who comes to save. What a wonderful night.
There we go. Oh, look at that. Amazing. Seriously, that Wembley footage is
Oh, it's
that
incredible.
that was just incredible. And doing it with the people, you know, obviously with Noel and Trish, and when I look at the band members, and not just that, but it was just a massive operation.
Yeah.
So Wembley was just amazing, just to have that many
Yeah.
people in a place where, you know, obviously superstars and the gods of rock and roll worship, and people came to worship God, and it was, that is probably that, and a beach concert in Australia, New Year's Eve, where thousands were gathered. I think there's certain things that you really do stay in your
Yeah.
memory, because there's just this sweet encounter. And when those people came on stage with those dustbins, the song was, you know, praying for doors of opportunity to open. It was praying for our land. And they were just like knocking on the door, going, come on, God, move. Come on, God, move. Wonderful to see answers to that prayer all over the world. But yeah, it's just been honor. It's just been humbling, actually, to be a part of these things. Incredible.
So when you get home and you see the people that you've touched, because God will show you these people, I believe. And Christ is going to say, so look at all the people that you have affected by your ministry. And, you know, I'm excited about that as aspect for you. Because, and yeah, you're still a young woman. I'm still a young man yet.
Exactly.
But we just do what we can while we can.
Yeah.
Always, but always to the glory of God. Always. And yeah, when we go home, we'll hear, oh, enter in, oh good and faithful servant.
It's words, isn't it? This is my beloved daughter. This is my beloved son. It's like you get the words of well done from the one that really matters. So yeah. And then you can have that every day of your life if you listen. You know, God is saying.
Right.
Sometimes you have really bad days, and if you just have to hear God saying, "Yeah, you might not have, but well done," because the motive's right, the love is right, there's grace.
And there's always tomorrow.
There's always tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sue, I think that's us. And have you anything else you want to add? Is there anything that's coming up that you want us to publicise, or?
No, I'm at a conference quite soon called Activate. It's a women's conference, totally fully booked. Le Pat Optant, which is a French campsite owned by Spring Harvest, the kind of associates, which is beautiful. So there's quite a lot of things that I'm doing which are going out there, worship leading and speaking together. So good. I think just continued energy and inspiration, and not to slip into a comfortable format.
Yeah,
I've always wanted to be someone who is true, on the edge, doesn't just go to formula. So I think it's just to keep that radical edge, really. Never want to lose it.
That's it. As the Americans say, keep on keeping on. And always to the glory of God.
It is. Anyway,
Sue,
thank you so much. Thank you.
Right, thank you so much. It's been great catching up with you again.
Lovely catching you anytime.
Yeah.
Right.
Bless you.
Bye.
Bye now. Bye.
Why not download the free GCR app from Google Play Store or directly from the GCR website, genesischristianradio.org, or even listen on Alexa. Just say, Alexa, play GCR.